Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
Welcome back to another episode of OnlyFeehans with me, your host, Kerryn Elizabeth Feehan. This will be out on Friday. So in January, I will be at Zany's in Chicago, January 19th and 20th, and Side Splitters in Tampa at the end of the month. My guest today, very excited, first time here. By far the most handsome guest we've ever had on the OnlyFeehans podcast. It's my fitness instructor.
I don't know if the bar is like high or low with the most handsome thing.
It's a bunch of ugly dudes.
I'll take it. I'll do right for the not so ugly dudes. So.
It's Jeff Blue, everybody.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for having me.
You wanted to come on.
I know. Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here in like a different setting where like I have my hair blown out, I have like makeup on, like
What
usually
do
when
you
you
normally
see me,
like?
you know what you know when you see me, I'm sweaty, I'm drenched. You'll come by me and touch me and go, ew.
I mean, it's okay. It happens. I have to sanitize after, but it's okay.
You do? That's
No, I'm just kidding.
fucked up.
I'm just kidding. You're good.
You teach my GTX classes, which are my treadmill and weightlifting classes.
Or people call them Jeff TX because
Your classes are packed. Always a
good
wait
vibe.
list. It's a good vibe. It's good music. You're just mean enough.
to make people come back again.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you think you're mean?
No. I'm just assertive, I guess.
I'll be running on the treadmill at a lovely, 7.5, maybe
It's
8.
not enough.
And you will jack my shit up to 9.
No.
You have.
I don't ever go up 2. I might go up 1. I never go up 2. That's the rule. Because 2, I don't know if you actually catch it. Most people.
Has anybody ever fallen?
Yeah. Yeah. But not like because I turned their treadmills up. People fall because like
They're not paying
random
attention.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a woman fall because she was watching her husband run while she was walking.
Okay.
She was trying to track her steps. And he was like, I want to go faster. So I went to go like turn his treadmill up and she got nervous, tried to like, look at him and missed her step.
Walking.
Yep. And walking and fell from the incline, slowly went down to the ground.
I would have.
She rolled over on her back and just like had her hands over her face. It was crying. And she wasn't crying. She was like laughing,
Yeah.
like crying of like embarrassment. And she was like, Jeff, I'm okay. I promise. Just walk away so people stop looking at me.
Has anybody ever been seriously injured in one of your classes?
No.
That's
I've seen crazy things happen. I've seen a girl hit herself in the eye with a band.
Yeah. I could see me doing that.
Yeah, but like she was okay. She was more just in the shock of like shock and embarrassed. She said I'm more shocked and embarrassed than I am actually hurt.
Yeah.
She was okay. She still comes to class, so
That's good.
we're good. We're safe.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you have any pet peeves about people in your classes?
Not listening.
I know. Not listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to work with
Kojo.
Kojo.
Kojo wasn't listening.
Oh,
And I know he listens to the pod.
Kojo, please listen.
I love Kojo.
I love him too. Great dude. Really
He's
great
so
dude.
good.
Solid. But yeah, listening. It's for me. It's I used to work with kids before I got into fitness, and now it's the same exact thing.
Children.
Just you guys are grown as hell.
Yeah.
Like, please just take 2 seconds to be like, oh, let me pay attention for this amount of time, this allotted 45 minutes of time, 1 hour of time, and people just can't seem to do it. And that's the only thing that I'm just like, if you can't do the move, that's fine. But if I showed you how to do the move and I sat there and like explained what it should feel like and what it should look like, and then you're just like, yeah, he'll come back and show me again. I'm like, okay.
I'm remembering a time that I didn't listen.
You probably did it on purpose so I can come help you.
No. Yeah, I wanted attention.
Yeah, I've had that happen a bunch of times to me.
Oh, where's my weights?
Right. Yeah,
So
yeah.
stupid.
It's okay. It happens.
No, we were doing like presses with dumbbells and then our legs were supposed to be doing something too. I think like up and down.
Oh, yes.
But I was like scissoring them or whatever.
Yeah, you got excited. It's okay. It happens. It happens. It's okay. You got
You
happy
yelled at
feet.
me.
Yeah.
You said my name.
Naturally. I said your name. That's not yelling at you. That's drawing attention to it.
You're like, hey, stupid.
No. I would never do that.
You're like,
I would never
hey.
say that. Except for if my friends come to class, then I'll say that to them because
Yeah.
I'm like, I shouldn't have to ever say anything to you because at
You
this
should
point.
just be aware.
That's it. That's it. That's all I ask.
I know.
Yeah, no real pet peeves though. Just listening.
Are you ever so busy teaching classes that you don't have time for your own workout?
Sometimes. It's not necessarily I don't have time for it. I'm just burned out from it.
Yeah.
Teaching can be a lot.
Yeah.
It's an exchange of energy that after sometimes I'm like,
right.
I need to sit there and like just decompress before I do anything.
Because you're frustrated a little?
Not frustrated. It's just like, for example, like in GTX, you see my classes are busy. So it's 30 people in a class. Sometimes there's people on the side treadmills and just watching everyone, make sure everybody's doing everything right. Mm-hmm. And even when people think I'm not looking, I'm always looking and paying attention. So it's just like that whole thing of you might need more attention than somebody else. So I can speak to you a certain way, but as soon as I go to the next person, I have to talk to them a certain way. Yeah. So all that culminates to just being tiresome. Drained. Yeah. And I teach 16 classes a week at this point.
That's crazy.
So sometimes I go home and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. Right. I haven't gone out on a weekend. Well, I went to Miami last weekend, but
I was gonna say,
yeah. But I'm talking about here, in the city, in a long time, because I'm just like, well, one, it's nothing out here for me. I lived that life a long time ago, right? And then two, it's like I'm just tired. I just need to just
do you drink?
Relax. Yeah.
How often would you say you drink? Rarely.
Very rarely.
When you do drink, how much do you drink?
I'm a lightweight.
Yeah.
I get drunk fast.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I just make sure nobody takes advantage of me. Call me an Uber. Put me in an Uber.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, because it's probably not worth it to you either to feel hungover the next day if you got to deal with all these people.
Yeah, no, it's not. And that's the thing. Like, if it's somebody's birthday, I'll go out. If it's like something that we're celebrating, I like to go out to celebrate things, but like to just be out, just to be out.
That's how I feel.
I feel like I know all the girls in New York City at this. No, that sounds crazy to say.
You better clip it. That's the clip.
Oh boy. Got it. I feel like I know what the New York City social scene is like. Yeah. Yes.
But I agree with you. I'm all about like celebrating stuff, like birthday achievements. Yeah. You just got like a promotion. You did this, you did that. Like I'm happy to like go celebrate people. But yeah, just like going to a bar, it's the atmosphere. I don't even enjoy it. I can't hear you. I can't talk.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird because like even like going to sports bars and watching the game. Right. People will see me and be like, I know you played a sport. I know you're a baller, bro.
Because your arms will be out?
No, I have on a sweater. But just in general, I don't know, whatever, I guess. But
you show up to a gay bar in a tank top? You would?
No, I don't.
Have fun.
No, I'm good.
Come on.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good though. Thank you. Yeah.
You get a lot of
attention. Yeah.
You have nothing against them?
Against gay dudes? No. Gays? I love them. All my gay friends they're like super dope.
You hear that,
super
Ron?
Super dope, yeah. I love Ron too.
Ron's number 10.
Yeah, sorry, Ron. You've been downgraded.
Ron gets a mention almost every episode.
I mean, as he should.
He's mean. He's way meaner than you.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a...
Mary's the nicest. She's number 1.
So then what am I?
Number 2.
Okay.
Very close second. And then...
What about Kaylee?
Well, Kaylee, ever since she left Saturdays, I don't see her that often. I got to be like Monica and have like 18 gym memberships all over the city in order to keep up.
Monica's a fitness legend.
She's a legend.
Yeah. Well, by the time this comes out, I might not be at Lifetime anymore either.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're just going to do your own thing?
Yeah. My gym. Traphaus.
This is what we should be plugging. This is what we're talking about. Is this that Pilates thing I was supposed to go to?
Yep.
I fucked up.
It's okay.
I apologize.
It happens.
I apologize.
All good. The Pilates thing. Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Listen, talk about Traphaus.
It's been years in the making.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in fitness for a long time. And the one thing I've learned is to bet on myself and to do stuff that feels good for me. And I worked at a bunch of different companies, and I've learned that the energy that I bring to it can't necessarily be quantified, right? Like I worked at a gym and I felt like they made me the manager because they knew they couldn't pay me what they really should be paying me. So they made me the manager to justify them paying me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just to micromanage me. So I left that position and just made them pay me just because they had to.
Okay.
Even now, no shade to people at Lifetime, but like I feel like I'm at my ceiling.
Yeah.
You know, like I sell out classes all the time, which I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the platform. I'm thankful for the people that I get to interact with every day. But at the same time, it's like, at what point do you say this person's doing very well? Let's make sure that
They're taken
they're
care of.
appreciated and
Right.
valued in that. And I don't know. Some people might feel that they are. For me personally, I feel like I've hit my ceiling, and there's not much that anybody can do to.
You want to grow more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And telling me I can teach more classes, that's not.
No, I'm
the
not asking
goal.
for more of a workload.
Right. Yeah. So I got to a point where one of my friends, who's also is a podcaster, her name is Wheezy.
I know Weezy.
Shout out to Horrible Decisions.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah.
And our other partner, Brianda, she's a big fan of you as well. They came to me and was like, we want to open a gym. And at the time,
sick.
At the time, I was like traveling around, joking and saying the adventures of your favorite Pilates Poppy. And but I was like, yo, I think I can actually do this. Like, this is a modality that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that like a lot of women are like, this is like our sacred space, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But oddly enough, Pilates and Legree, both those modalities were created by men. So really your sacred space is kind of tainted if men created it, but whatever. That's a whole nother conversation.
I was thinking about men in the shower today and like feminists and stuff. And like they're talking about, like in my head, I was like making up all these scenarios of women being like, we're just as important as men. Like we do just as much. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Do you like bridges?
Do you like bridges?
We didn't build any of those.
Right. Yeah.
We would be standing on the other side of land
waiting.
masses, just waving at each other.
I understand that. It's okay.
But no, go on. So is it just going to be Pilates or it's going to?
So it's going to be half Pilates, half strength.
Nice.
You'll do both in the class. And I feel like those are two things that a lot of people are doing these days. People are challenging themselves to do Pilates, but there are people who do Pilates and also lift. People who lift and would love to challenge themselves to do Pilates. And we've created a space where both those worlds coexist.
I think that's so smart because I hurt my back lifting because in my head, I just like, I love lifting weights. I just want to lift heavy things and like feel powerful and like, you know, all that stuff. But it wasn't until I hurt my back that I started doing a lot more Pilates after William Roja from Lifetime, my favorite medical masseuse. He was like, you need to be strengthening your piriformis muscles and your core more and your hips. And ever since then, I've been, not injuring yourself is just so clutch. You know, like the less injured you are, the more you'll be able to like progress and keep going and stay consistent. You don't have to like take weeks off and ice your back and be like a pussy. So I think that's really smart to do Pilates and strength.
Yeah. And I think that that's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's going to be something that people haven't experienced before.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like it in New York at all, I don't think anywhere. And so I think to be at the forefront of it, especially being, you know, Black business owners, especially gym owners, I think it's just going to be super cool. And I think that we're going to open doors and opportunities for people to come and be a part of our community and have fun as far as the music and the energy in class and so on and so forth. So I'm excited. It's going to be a good time.
No cardio?
No cardio.
Okay.
We'll add cardio aspects to it on the strength side. But yeah, it'll be cool though. It'll be fun. People from Lifetime probably hate me for it, but it's okay.
What do you mean?
Me leaving.
Yeah, but what you said just makes so much sense. Like, and I feel the same way about Kaylee and like, you know, Ron consistently has full classes. Mary's classes are always very full. And, you know, there's other teachers and I'm not going to name them or like shade them, but like, there's a reason your classes aren't popular. Like, you're not doing the same thing that other people are doing, whether it's the music, the energy, the knowledge, you know, like the individual attention. Yeah, it's like, and you're absolutely right. You can't really quantify that. And I say this on this podcast all the time, that I think fitness instructors are angels on earth. I think it's a very selfless profession to genuinely care about somebody's like well-being, sometimes more than they do themselves. It's wild. So I agree. It's like, it's hard to quantify, but you should get
very much so.
Get your bag.
Yeah, that's the goal. I'm trying to continue to grow. I've been at this for a long time, and I'm just like, I'm not trying to move laterally. I feel like that's all I've been doing since the pandemic. Is like I created something for myself. Like I created my own brand, but then it's like outside of that, from a fitness standpoint, like I'm not trying to keep moving laterally.
Right.
Especially because I'm competitive, I'm also in a space where I'm like, I'm not trying to look at some of my coworkers and they feel like we're on the same page.
Right.
Or we're on the same level.
No.
That's just who I am as a person.
Right.
Like, I don't want you to look at me and be like, oh, Jeff, we're doing the same thing. We aren't.
No, we're not.
We aren't. I'm sorry. Like,
Right.
what I bring to the table is I've taken people's class. They're great. They're great. They can be great people, great instructors, knowledgeable, whatever the case may be. But like, what I bring to it is something totally different that can't be replicated. And so that's just how I look at it.
Do you feel like Lifetime boxes you in a little, and like, do you think this new venture you'll be able to be more creative and like it'll be more of your vision?
No, I think it's just a matter of who you are and how confident you are in what you're doing. I think that's just in anything, right? Like you figure somebody who works at Soul Cycle, you're on a bike.
Yeah.
You're on a bike and you're playing music. It's just a matter of what you bring to it.
Right.
Right? Like, and just being confident enough to say that you can tell someone to do 10 jumping jacks, but if I tell you to do it a certain way versus somebody saying, all right, do 10 jumping jacks, it's just how you approach it.
Yeah, it's hard to explain, like, but like, yeah, your classes you're like, oh, I'm going to work hard for Jeff. I'm going to like do my best for Jeff. And then other classes, it's like,
yeah,
I don't care. Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of people, like, it's one of those things where like, do you remember America's Next Top Model when
Tyra
Tyra
was
Banks
on
was
season
like,
2.
I'm pretty sure you didn't hit the height requirement, but do you remember when she was like, we were rooting for you?
Yes, we were all rooting for you.
Exactly, right?
Yes.
Like, I think that mentality is kind of like how I approach my classes. Like, don't show up in here just doing whatever.
Right.
Go take your ass downstairs to the gym on your own time, because that's not why I show up. You know, like, you're doing yourself a disservice, but you're also going to do me a disservice, and I don't like my time being wasted. So we're not going to do that.
Me and Ron talk about it, and like, we call them class cancer. Like, these people that come in there, and it's just like, my thing is like, I just like, even if you're not quite in the mood, like, you know, like 10 minutes in, you're probably going to be in the mood. Like, you're probably going to, and you know, at the end of class, you're going to feel great. Right. And your energy just affects everybody around you. And like, I have like a pretty strong like fortitude, like mentally, physically, like I can like, your bad energy, it's not really going to affect me. But sometimes it is very hard to ignore when you have somebody who comes in complaining. I remember this one chick, she's like, last time somebody was in my spot, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, bitch, there's 10 of us in here. Go to the corner. Shut up.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, I think that I've created a space in my classes where I don't really have that. No. I think that people show up knowing what they're going to get, and everybody's like, all right, we're going to lock in today. And most people look around and catch on and say, all right, well, I guess let me just figure this thing out. Right. Like, people now know, like, if I show up late to class, I might not have a spot. Yeah. Or, like, I might end up in the back. So let me not even worry about the number that I signed up for once I get here. Right. Like, you know, like, those small things are just like, but those are things that you have to create.
But that's a thing also, like, that you have to know about yourself. Like, yes, if you care about the number that you signed up for, get there early and get your number. Right. And if you know that's going to, like, set the tone for your class, that if you get there and you're not in the right space, like, you got other things to work on. Right. Because it's, like, just... This, I keep going, I'm sorry to go back to this woman. I think it's because Mary's maybe more compassionate than you, but she's nice to this woman. And I remember one time, and we just had the best class. It was like Mary's like barbell strength class. And I love her programming. I love her music. I'm always having fun. And I'm in like, I'm at a 10. I'm elated. I'm in a great mood. And this chick just starts complaining to Mary. She's like, well, when I took this class, blah, blah, blah. And Mary's just like listening to her and like taking in this energy and like responding to her with compassion. And I just come up in between them and go, I had a great class, Mary. I love it here. Thank you so much. Because I just wanted to I wanted to punch her, to be honest.
I mean, some people need to hear that from someone else. And then also in the same breath, like what you just said, like I walk around and one thing that I like, my mindset in life is that, not in life, but just overall, especially here in New York, is that enough people haven't been punched in the face.
I agree.
Because, like, why do you feel like you should say and do or act this way? Right. No one's ever punched you in the face because you don't realize that there's consequences for your behavior.
Your poisonous energy.
Yeah. You know? So, and that's not for me, anyone at the gym, but I think in general that is something that people in general, there's not enough people who've been punched in the face or got their ass whooped as kids.
Yeah. And then, like, people will show up late to Ron's class a lot, like, straight up miss the warm-up. And if we're like going right into like front squats, like you have to warm up.
Yeah, you have
like,
to warm up.
You're gonna hurt yourself. And like people are just like, and then Ronald's like, oh well. I don't care.
I mean, because it gets to a point where us as instructors, it's like there's way too much going on.
Yeah.
To really say like, oh, I have to go to this person now, and because now you lose the whole class,
right?
Because if I go back to deal with the one person who showed up late, the 12 people who are over there on the side doing X, Y,
what
and Z,
they're supposed to be doing, and now you're ignoring
so now
them.
you lose them. So it's like I can't lose anybody. So
I mean, we're adults. Like this isn't like high school.
Yeah,
like,
no,
these are grown ass adults.
But that's kind of how people live life.
Yeah,
everybody's in that like, help me right now because I'm me.
I'm me, and like this is the time that I allotted myself, and I want to get it in. And this, I didn't come yesterday, I didn't come the day before, I didn't do it, but now like this is my 1 hour of like the week, and it's like that's the other thing. Like I know a lot of people in my life. I wake up early every day, as I'm sure you do too, and I'm getting kind of sick of people that sleep in.
Yeah,
it just is like.
It's a cancer, like you said.
It like my thing is like, and people think I'm crazy. I'm so weird because I wake up at like 5, 6 a.m. and I'm like out with my dog, and I'm like, I love my life. I can't wait to wake up. I can't wait to start my day.
Right.
So you tell me things like, oh, I'm up till 2, 3 in the morning. Nothing's happening at that time. Nothing productive is happening at that time.
At all.
Maybe you're playing video games. Maybe
even still,
like you're scrolling on internet. Like I don't know what you're doing, but like. Nothing productive is happening. And then you wake up at 11, 12 the next day. It's so uninspiring to me. Yeah. It's such a turnoff. It just says to me, I'm not excited to start my day. I'm not excited to live my life.
I'm not about anything.
Right.
Like that's how I used to feel like when girls would be like, I'm out at 2, 3 a.m.
Why?
What?
What are you doing?
You can go to the club out for 1 hour, and that's all you really need.
Right. You get the gist.
You get there at 12:30, you stay till 1:30, 2:30, or 2. Yeah. Like, what more do you need out there? After that, it's just nothing but people. You know what everybody's looking for.
Coke.
I mean, I don't. I guess. I don't know. I'm never out that late. Sometimes I'll go out at 12 or 12:30. Yeah. And it like once it hits that time, I schedule my Uber.
Right. You're like, we're leaving.
It's time. I'm going. See y'all. I don't care if I got an Irish exit. You will not see. You went home. I'm home.
I'm home. I've been home.
Bro, where you at? We just got another bottle. Oh, I just got a bottle of water as I get into bed to make sure I'm hydrated for tomorrow.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's not for
People
me.
tease me because I don't drink. Like, I was shooting a TV show last week, and it was the rap party. And everybody's like talking about it, and then somebody was like, "Oh, but you don't drink." And I'm like, I'm fun though. Give me an activity. Give me some axes to throw. Give me a pool stick.
Right,
whatever.
I'll be good.
I'm fun.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not interested in getting sloppy and dehydrated and messing up my circadian rhythm. I'm trying to go home and take my nighttime probiotic and my magnesium.
Okay, she's a wholesome girly.
You're wholesome.
Get you a her.
You're a wholesome. You're like religious.
Very much so.
Faith plays a part in your life.
It's a huge part of my life for sure.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Because I was raised Catholic. I went to CCD. I went to private school. Right. I did not get confirmed. Because the sacrament of confirmation is the laying on of hands.
Yeah.
So my argument, like in the Catholic Church, women couldn't be bishops or whatever. I think they still can't.
Still can't. Yeah.
So I said to my mom, I'm like, I don't want to get smacked in the face by somebody that I can never even be. And she was like, that's tough. I don't know. I don't really have an argument for that. She's like, you can make like $1,000. I was like, nah, I'm still not going to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm technically not an adult in the eyes of God, I guess, in the Catholic Church.
Well, I mean, every religion has its own thing. So like, I don't know. It's interesting because like I was always taught to not question God, but I do still question certain things as an adult, right? You see things are happening around you, and you're like,
that girl keeps coming to class, but she's fat. There is no God.
Okay, I didn't say that.
Jeff told me to say that.
All right, yeah, got it. Okay, we'll go with that. But
Why God? Why? Why is she so fat? I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm like this.
But I don't know. I feel like the more I lean into my relationship with God, the more things reveal themselves to me in a way that allows me to know that all the things that majority of the things that I've learned growing up are true and prevalent and are the foresight of my life. And so I just try to live through that. I make mistakes. I've done, I've drinking alcohol. I've had sex. I've done things.
Premarital sex.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
Sinner.
I'm glad you read the Bible.
Sinner.
Sinner, right. Oh my God. Read 666. But yeah, so I don't know. I try to the thing about it that's interesting is that people aren't as open to talk about faith and how important it is to them. And I think that also plays a role in even like who I spend my time with and who I'm around.
Yeah.
Just because it has to align. For me, everything is all about alignment and timing.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I'm not aligned with my purpose and what God has for me, then I'm gonna be lost.
It's not worth your time.
So I don't. So if people have bad energy or they don't believe it, I'm not saying like you have to be a disciple,
right?
But at the same time, just like believing in something is just enough.
Yeah, I think it's like some people can't see past themselves and their own desires and their own wants and their own like how everything makes them feel. Like they really struggle to like put other people before them. But I mean, and you're better at this than I am, but like when you help other people, when you do things for other people, it makes you feel good.
Very much so.
When you like put somebody's like needs ahead of yours, when you're like thoughtful.
Yeah. And that's like I think that my purpose in life is to help other people.
Yeah.
I think I was put on this earth to help as many people as I can.
Push the button on the treadmill.
Push the button on the treadmill, run faster. If you fall off, so be it. But no, yeah, I truly
bring them heavier dumbbells.
Bring them. I'm huge on that. Take those little dumbbells back and go get heavier ones. Yeah,
get out.
Shaming. Yeah, I definitely shame people. I keep it real. I shame people all the time, but only to make you better.
I know. The end result, the end goal is what you're trying to do.
And also change that misconception that lifting heavier weights will make you bulky.
I know. It's so stupid.
If Mary is in the best shape of her life,
she's so fit.
If you saw her in a dress, you wouldn't be like, "Oh my God, look at her arms."
You'd be like, "Is that Beyonce?"
Be like, exactly. So
she's way more cut than Beyonce.
That's just, for sure.
No offense, Beyonce. She listens.
Yeah, please.
Sorry
Beyonce.
about that trouble Jay's in right now. I mean, I think he's gonna come out of it on top. Though.
He'll be fine.
That caught that lady lying.
Yeah.
Anyway,
she's need a little bit of money, so whatever.
Yeah, I think like for me, when I quit drinking, fitness came in hard. I was just like,
but how long have you not been drinking?
This time around, almost 8 years. But there was like times before that I wouldn't drink for like 2 years, and I'd like relapse. Yeah, I'd like relapse for a while. But then I would like still try to work out,
and it wasn't the same.
No, like I'd go and I'd like put a workout in, like get sweaty and stuff. But then I'd be like, all right, I'll go have some sushi, and then I'd have like a beer with my sushi, and then it was over. But I started like just doing like hot yoga as an adult. Like I was in the Boston Ballet when I was younger. I played soccer. I played softball. I was active. And then I didn't do shit. Like when I was in college, I was just like drunk and skinny. I was like skinny fat. So it's like, I'm like, this will be fine, I guess. I'll just live my life like this. You're one of
those girls.
Yes. Just messy, drunk every day, drunk every night, falling upstairs, getting concussions, busting my face open.
Getting concussions?
I've had 9 concussions. I used to fall.
Oh, we're getting white girl wasted.
I used to fall on my face all the time. I had 8 stitches in my forehead. I just fell on First Avenue. My friends would be like, you don't even think to use your hands. I just fall on my head.
Stay ahead of the game.
So that when I stopped drinking, I mean, I joined like this time around, I joined Equinox. And it's funny to think back at like the first fitness classes I was taking, and like 8-pound weights like felt fucking heavy to me. It was like really hard.
And now look at you.
And now look at me.
Shredding it.
Just shredding it.
Everybody in the class like, oh my God, who's that?
Who is that?
Who's the girl with no clothes on?
Shut the fuck up. I wear clothes. I've been wearing a lot of Gymshark lately, though.
Oh, yeah, right.
I love Gymshark.
Yeah, I bet.
Why? It's good for little titties. It makes little titties look bigger.
And it goes up your ass.
And it goes right up the crack of your ass.
Yeah, right. I need the cracky leggings. That's what they say. I need the leggings with the crack in it. It's like, I don't do drugs, but I do Gymshark.
I find that, like, even today, I had to do that, like, 3 minutes on the butt. I'm very tired today. I had a late spot last night, early radio. And it's just, like, I get this, like, low level, like, just agitation. I can't even, like, put my finger on it. Then I go and, like, make myself do something and I feel better.
Yeah, your body just needs it.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like a drug.
Yeah.
A healthy drug, though.
Healthy drug.
Yeah, not the other stuff you were talking about earlier.
Sometimes I know a lot of people, like Coke. I know a lot of people that don't work out. And a lot of them are, depressed or anxious.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of get on me because I don't go to therapy.
Me neither.
You don't go to therapy, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
High off life, drunk off dreams. I got everything I need.
Yeah. Well, there's this woman named Abigail Schreier, and she wrote a book, and she sort of points out that sometimes, like, constantly ruminating about your problems only makes them worse.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I try to find solutions, not
Right.
sit there and talk about the problem over and over and over
Yeah.
again. Like, I've had all types of issues in my life, but you find the solution. You go talk about it with the people that you have the problem with.
Right.
Or you find solutions on what it is that you're doing. You can sit there and talk all day and say, I'm out of shape. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
I want to do this better. You could be a shoulda, woulda, coulda all you want.
But just go do it. Like,
yeah.
you're sitting in this stupid comfy chair right now talking to a stranger about it.
Right.
Who just wants to prescribe you some, like, stuff that's going to mess with your brain
They
chemistry.
make money for you to talk
So
to
much
them.
money.
They're going to keep you coming back.
Right.
It's the same feeling at the gym.
Yeah.
But at least you're paying to come back to a place that's making you feel better.
Better. I
And
try to
it's-
tell
and it's
people like
keeping
that.
you healthy.
I know people in my life that are just like, they'll say it all the time. They'll be like, this is my year. I'm going to get jacked. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that right after this Chipotle. And I'm like, stop putting
Right,
garbage
yeah.
in your body and then getting on, like, these anti-anxiety drugs. And I don't know.
But we live in a world where everybody likes to shortcut.
That's what it is.
Yeah, people
But
like
it's
to
like the
shortcut.
prescription is actually willpower. Like, you just need to try.
Mm-hmm. But nobody wants to try. Everybody wants the
Quick fix.
Yeah, people want the destination and not the journey.
Yeah. How do you feel about Ozempic?
I feel like if you are on your journey and things aren't happening the way that you feel like they are, and that's the goal that the route that you want to go, then so be it. But just make sure you're continuing to push as hard as you chose to take the easy route.
Right.
Right?
See, and I think that's hard to do for these people.
Yeah. Because once again, you fall in love with the destination.
Yeah.
And forget, it's the same thing like getting a BBL. You
Yeah,
still have
yeah.
to go to the gym and lift.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to have skinny
You're
legs.
gonna look crazy.
You're
You're gonna
like Kim
look crazy. So, and it's the same thing. Even taking Ozempic, right? You have to take care of your body regardless of what your circumstances are.
Yeah.
Whether you're just going to the gym to just make sure that you're sweating and getting your heart rate up,
Yeah.
or you're trying to maintain a certain look or physique. But whatever it is, you got to make sure you're still doing something.
I
If
know.
nothing changes, nothing changes. That's just the mentality.
I just think with, like, some of these drugs, like, the change starts happening and they just equate the change with the drug and then don't actually implement any of, like,
Right. Yeah.
the lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
And the people that I've talked to that have been on it, I guess they just feel like shit all the time. Like,
Mhm.
you just feel nauseous
Mhm.
day and you don't want to eat. I love eating.
Me too.
Eating's so good.
And it feels good when you actually work out, because then you're like, oh, I can actually fuel my body the way I want to because I actually worked out today.
Yeah.
People don't know.
What do you like to eat? Do you, like, count protein and all that shit?
No, not at all. I've been genetically gifted and not have to worry about that. But I try to keep my meals very simple.
Yeah.
Protein, grain, vegetable.
Yeah.
Smoothies here and there.
You do supplements?
No supplements. My biggest thing is sweets.
Me too. I had a
Like
French
sweets.
cruller today.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Candy, donuts, stuff like that.
Donuts. Fucking love donuts.
Like, yeah, it gets kind of crazy. So I'm always like, oh snap! Don't put this in front of me. Don't. Yeah.
My thing is because when I quit drinking, like that, drinking the booze was my sugar.
Right.
So when you eradicate that sugar, you're gonna find it somewhere else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can get crazy with the sweets.
Yeah. So one of my friends was like, you should try keto. I was like, what? Keto? No sugar? Oh, you can't even eat fruit? Nah. I'm good. I go to Trader Joe's. I stack up on the fruit. I'm in there like, yeah, I'm in the line eating my fruit. Like, y'all gonna hurry up. These grapes gonna be gone. They ain't gonna make it. These cotton candy grapes is not gonna make it. Because they got to get frozen.
You're like, they'll have to scan my body to make me pay for these. It's already in me.
At this point, yeah. I can just walk out.
Yep. Let's talk about Tire Flip Tuesday.
Oh.
Even though the season has ended.
Season has ended. Tire Flip Tuesday is probably it's like that time of the year is always fun.
Yeah.
It started during the pandemic. Community center called Dunleavy Millbank in Harlem. I used to work there before I got into fitness. That community center changed my life, so I always made sure that no matter what I did, no matter where I go in life, that I make sure I give back to that place and those people there because they impacted my life in a way that they probably don't even understand. Kind of gave me a home, gave me a direction, and helped me figure out where I needed to go. So pandemic came. I was like, you know what? I want to do something in Harlem, and Millbank is not far from my home. So I was like, you know what? It'll be full circle to be able to do a class here. During the pandemic, when things started to open up a little bit, I was doing like workouts for a lot of like high school and college and professional athletes who were coming to the center to like play basketball or whatever. And obviously we had the outside space as a soccer field, but I couldn't even tell you I even seen a soccer ball be kicked out there. But to have a turf space in Harlem, it's huge. Gated and inside a community center is such a it's rare. Like it's rare.
Yeah.
So I just started doing it there, and it just kind of just took off. And it's cool to have like the community come out and people walk by and they're like, what is this?
What are they doing?
I want to do this. Yeah. And like the music is loud and there's so many people out there and the energy's amazing. And, and it just feels like a big family because it's like everybody comes before and you know everyone, and I split everybody up. So if you come for the first time and you come with your friend, I'm splitting you guys up because I want you to
make people make new friends.
And the beauty in it is that on days on some days in the summer where there's so many people there, you'll see people of all different walks of life, but in groups together.
That's nice.
Gay, straight, white, tall, skinny, bigger, whatever. They're all in there together.
Yeah.
And I think that is just like the idea of who I am, and it embodies exactly what I've always like wanted my fitness journey to look like. Is like I want to help people of all walks of life and know that we're all going to help each other.
Yeah.
The same thing, kind of like even when I'm at Lifetime, I try and do the same thing, but some people are like, I'm not looking to the left or to the right. And that's why I like Tire Flip Tuesday, because I think that people are there and they say, we're all like-minded people. You took a trip to Harlem to come work out.
To come flip tires.
There's no way that you're going to be here with an attitude or...
Yeah.
And if you are, I have even more reason to be like, check that shit now.
Yeah.
Because this is not what we're about. That's not how we maneuver. We don't judge. We don't do none of that. We just work.
Nothing brings people together better than fitness.
Yeah.
Because even like the elite people, right? Like your Monica's, like your people that are just like, you know, there all the time. They're often the kindest.
Yeah, very much so.
The most welcoming. The most like she was the first one. I was like, Kerryn, I'm putting you in the group chat. She's like, we run outside sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to run outside. She's like, I'm putting you in the fucking group chat. I'm like, okay. And then, because there's nothing, you know, it's just the vibes are too good. Like, why wouldn't you, like, and you're right, everybody's different. People are stockbrokers, people are teachers, people are rich, poor, whatever, this, that, young, older. Everybody's inspiring to me, you know? Like, I'm like, we're at whatever, like, level you're at. Especially the people who inspire me the most are the people that are, like, maybe not in the best shape. But like just like seeing them consistently, like there's something like in my stomach when I walk by them. I'm like, oh, I'm so proud of you.
Right.
Like it's probably hard for you to come here, and you're doing it anyway.
And you're showing up, and that's the beauty of like any classes that I've taught, especially for a duration of time, is watching people get better.
Yeah.
Right. Like watching people grow and progress, and like like my boy Zach, he's taking my class when I was in Studio One, and like before was like, I'm picking up 15s.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Then he's using 20s. My goal is to use 20s the whole class.
Yeah.
Now, like, he'll run downstairs before class starts to get 25s because he's like, I got to go challenge myself. I got to make sure and like, those small things, like, I get excited about it because he's excited about it. Right. Like he knows that, all right, cool. I've been taking this class long enough. I want to challenge myself while I'm on this journey.
Yeah.
And like that lets me know the type of person he is.
Yeah.
Why he's successful.
Right.
Right. Like, and people forget that that mentality will carry over into everyday life.
I know. It's so huge. It's just like in my business anyway, in the business of comedy, there's a lot of unhealthy, toxic people.
Right.
And sometimes toxic people are just funnier. I don't know what it is.
But it's okay.
They're mean. They're bullies, you know? And it's like, I have a thick skin and like I can take a lot of shit. But like, and I get a lot of shit. Like you can't even like dress kind of uniquely at like a comedy club because you walk in, it's like 10 dudes in flannel shirts and they're just like, the fuck? Where are you coming from? The prom? Where you fucking prom?
Right,
you know? And I'm like, I can bench press you. Like, shut up. Like nothing can bother me. Like I'm too strong. Like I'm too much. I fucking worked out today. I took 2 of Jeff's classes today. Like no one, you can't touch me.
Yeah.
You know, it gives you that like inner fortitude. Just like, let's go back and forth. Let's go. Let's play,
I'm
buddy.
Ready. I'm built for it.
How about let's race push-up contest? I just start challenging people to push-up contests in the green room, and half of them can't do it.
Yeah.
Like there's, you know, again, we're not naming names, but there's a few just like obese people, and they are miserable. And they have done this thing where they've convinced themselves that like staying up until like 3-4 in the morning means that they're like working on their craft and like writing jokes and stuff and shit like that. And I'm just like, no, like you're damaging yourself. You're poisoning yourself day in and day out. Like you're just upside down, like the vampire lifestyle. Like
it only gets worse.
You can't escape that. You can really try to convince yourself that like, no, this is what artists do. Like we like, it's like, nah, you're a human being. The biology, the sun, it's telling you different.
Right.
You know, like you can't escape like how you're supposed to be. But yeah, that's why like what you're saying, like it just carries into every aspect of life. If you push your body, and it's your mind too, right? It's your inner monologue saying like, you can do another one. I promise you can do another one. That like you'll be able to do harder things.
Yep. Yeah. It's I don't know, the social emotional aspect of fitness for me is what I try to really tap into the most. I could care less how much weight you pick up. I can care less how many reps you do. Try to do it correctly and then see how you feel. And then you'll see I can do 2, I can do 3, I can do 4. All right, I'm done for right now. But when I come back tomorrow or when I come back next week, I'm going to challenge myself to do 5. I'm going to challenge myself to do 6.
Right.
But can you keep challenging yourself? Yeah. That's the thing. Can you keep showing up when you don't want to? That's when you find out who you are as a person, right? Like that's just the willpower of it. And so
that's the beauty of classes for me too, because like all I got to do is get in the room.
Right.
You know, and like once I'm in the room, it's like you're in charge. You're in charge of my mind and my body, and I just do whatever you tell me to do. You know?
That's kind of why also I weirdly don't really do PT. Like,
yeah, I was going to ask you that.
I don't really do PT off the strength of...
That's personal training for you lazy fat fucks.
Oh. Yeah, right. Okay. We're just going to... only because...
tell them sometimes.
Right, I got you. Because people usually use PT for a reason. Right? Like
the stretch at the end, sluts.
No. Sure, I usually see more dudes getting stretched than women, but maybe because I'm not gonna say it. I don't. Let's just whatever.
Why? Why don't you do PT?
I don't like doing PT. I don't like to. I feel like most people only really want a personal trainer for a reason. I'm getting married.
Yeah.
I have
an event,
something coming up, whatever the case may be. So it's like 6 months I can commit to it, then I won't. And for me, I just feel like there's no way I can truly gauge my financial status based on your enthusiasm to work out.
Right.
Because now you say for 6 months, I want to work as hard as I can. Now, granted, I get paid for 6 months. Then what do I do for the rest of the year?
Yeah.
I'm just looking around, running around the gym trying to get people to train with me because...
That's such a weird kind of mentality to me, too. Like, why wouldn't you just do it forever?
Yeah. What's
the point of, like...
And I also feel like fitness doesn't need to be sold.
Right.
If you want to do it, do it.
Yeah.
You can do it in your house. I can sit right here and do movements that will help me burn calories.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, do it. And so for me, I just feel like I shouldn't have to sell that to someone.
That it's an extra level of like motivation I feel like that people don't have that they're asking you for. That's so, I don't know.
And I think just like also it being pricey too, right? Like
Then
people
it's
need
like,
somebody to motivate them. And it's like, I don't want to do it in the class, but I need somebody to really show me what to do. But then it's like, but it's too expensive.
right.
Like, and then people are, because we also live in a world, people want instant results. It's like, oh my God, 4 months have gone by and nothing's happened. So now I feel like I wasted my money. So now,
But it's like you probably canceled the money. Like, because I dated a guy who was new at personal training, and I would just see, like, from his perspective, he would be up and early and like ready to like meet a client, and like
they
10
will call,
minutes
yep.
before they're canceling.
Yep.
And I'm just like, that is beyond disrespectful to me.
Yeah. But that's just also, you have to set boundaries with stuff like that. People pay up front, you have a cancellation fee, so on and so forth. You got to
put those in place.
Yeah, you have to, because if not, people will take advantage of you, and then it also, having that in place also kind of gives them that like mental buffer of like, I'm paying for it.
I better get it.
I might as well just, just show up.
Yep.
Because I'm have to pay you anyway.
I got my dad a personal trainer.
Yeah,
I love this guy. So my parents are on the Cape. So when I go there,
why'd you try to make it sound cool? They're on the Cape.
It is cool.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think it's cool.
Oh yeah, the Cape. Got it.
Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
Yeah. I got you.
It's near the Kennedy complex.
The Cape. Shout out to the Cape.
Shout out to the Cape, not Cape May, Cape Cod.
Oh, okay.
It's different.
Shout out to the CC.
But so I went home one time, like maybe Thanksgiving, Christmas, and there's not like an equinox there. There's no like there's not a lifetime.
Oh, there's nothing on the Cape?
Nothing on the Cape.
Okay.
But there's this facility where like older people go and work out. Oh. I didn't realize the median age was going to be like 65, 70.
So you were in there?
Dominating.
With no clothes on. Giving people hernias and having them pass out.
So I go, and I just fell in love with this instructor. He was probably like in his late 50s, maybe. Shout out to Keith Putnam. If you are on Cape Cod, go check out his classes. And his energy was just awesome, because he's motivating these people, and their mobility isn't great. Like they're older, but everybody just stuck with him and did like their own, modifications, whatever they could do. So I remember I went up to him after class and we're just chatting for a little bit. I'm like, do you ever do like personal training? Because my dad's 70 and he needs a lot of work. And they've been working together for like, 2 times a week, like half hour every time. And my dad always tells me, like, we added weight today. We're adding weight. So my dad like used to. Yeah, no, I'm happy. It's my dad's issue is his eating. Mm-hmm. He works on a ferry and he just pounds bagels to the face. And I love him madly. He's my dad, but it makes me happy knowing that I can like do that for my dad. Right. But sometimes and I pay for it, and sometimes I wonder if it was coming out of his pocket, if he would be a little more motivated, but
it's okay. He's going.
That's
all that matters.
Yeah.
He's going.
He is.
Yeah.
And he's not going to, he was, see, his end goal is to be able to take one of Keith's like group fitness classes, and they're getting closer and closer every day.
That's it. Brick by brick, step by step, day by day.
Because it's scary. My mom's just had a bunch of surgery. She was doing like yoga and like this and that for a while, but she's had so many back and neck and hip surgeries that it's almost like she just has been recovering for a long time. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get old.
You just stay healthy.
Yeah.
Stay agile. Stay mobile.
Yeah.
Keep doing yoga.
Yeah.
Keep taking my classes.
Okay.
Come to Traphaus.
Where is Traphaus?
Lower East Side.
LES.
Yep. Ludlow and Delancey.
And it's going to be 7 days a week?
7 days a week, locked in.
Okay.
Come see me. We'll make it happen. In the meantime, I'll be at Lifetime, so all my Lifetime friends, catch me while you can. And pretty sure once this comes out, they'll try to fire me, but it's okay.
No.
Such is life.
I don't think the management will watch.
No, I mean, either way, I don't think that they're in a position where they can just kick me to the curb.
That would be very stupid of them.
There's really no
there should be some type of denominate, like when they see like, oh, Jeff's classes always have like a 10 plus wait list, like let's bonus him, let's add money.
Yeah, that changed last year, and that's when I kind of in my brain knew that like, all right, I got to start planning my escape, because
I've seen Equinox was like that too.
Yeah, like, I mean, and there's no I'm thankful to be in a position where I teach fitness classes and I get paid to do so.
Yeah.
I'm in no position to complain, but I'm not. I just know that my own personal value is beyond that.
Yeah.
And
I just do think as corporations, they should, recognize people.
Oh, I mean,
because they're making money. You can't tell me Lifehouse isn't making bank. I know how much I pay every month.
I mean, I think
Same
that
with Equinox.
I think that there's just certain people who get more recognition than others, and I think everywhere you go that you'll fall into the idea of like weird favoritism and who likes who and so on and so forth. And for me, I don't care about none of that. The thing that makes me happy.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers, right, exactly. Numbers don't lie. So the thing that really makes me happy is you guys, right? To have a relationship where I can come up here on your podcast and you feel comfortable having me. Where I can walk out down the street and someone see me from Lifetime and want to like stop what they're doing with their family and give me a hug. Those things are more valuable than a dollar amount. So for me, that's what I care about.
Yeah.
Lifetime will never be able to, in my brain, what I think that I know I should be getting paid.
Yeah.
They probably will never want to pay me that. But at the same time, money is just a construct at this point. So as long as I'm investing into my real life bank account, which is with positivity and real love and people that really care about what I'm doing, then so be it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't stress myself out about it. That's why I said if they decide they want to just kick me to the curb after this.
Traphaus is a good name.
Thanks. It's from the music. We're gonna have
trap music?
Trap and house.
Nice.
Trap and house.
Okay,
shout out to our DJ, Shek Dash. It's my guy.
Okay.
So it's gonna be
There's gonna be a DJ in the class?
He's like curating the music, not DJ in the class. Maybe like a few days out the month.
But that makes me think like when I used to take ballet, Boston Ballet, there'd be a live pianist in the class. Pianist.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Thanks for reiterating that for me, but yeah, I knew what you meant.
But it's really cool because like she would like do the exercise, like the teacher, and then she would like be like, and you come up with an adagio that goes with that, and the guy would be like, Arrgh.
Oh, that's good. That's kind of how it's gonna be for Traphaus. We're just gonna have like all the songs that you like.
I've taken a bunch of solidcore classes. Do you take you've taken solidcore? How do you feel about solidcore?
I like solidcore.
Yeah.
Solidcore's cool.
They
not fucking with us, but you know.
Well,
it kind of moves kind of fast and so on and so forth. It moves a little too fast
for me. I get why people get into it and it's like a cult type thing and like
very much so.
They're like 10 classes or less, 25 classes or less. They really like put you in these like categories.
Yeah. That's the part because the only thing is that you get in there, you're like, which one am I?
Right. Who am I to you? You also like, I understand I haven't taken that many classes, but I might be stronger than.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the thing. Just like finding the adjustments and so on and so forth.
It does move fast. I fell through it one time. Did I tell you? I fell right through the pit.
Ooh, that's not supposed to happen.
I fell.
Don't say whose class it was. They'll probably get. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Spare them. They're probably the best instructor that they got, and here you were just in class not paying attention.
We were doing like lunges. I think it was like sweaty. The platform was sweaty, and I slipped. And I fell.
You're blaming the platform, or were you just not paying attention?
I was paying attention.
I'll give you that. You aren't actually sometimes, but
what?
Do your own thing.
Yes, let's talk about. Let's assess me in class. Always the best.
Yep. Always paying attention.
Always paying attention. Inspiring. Friendly.
So you're assessing yourself. Basically.
Okay, you do it.
Okay,
you do it.
Got it.
This is how we're gonna end the pod. Kerryn's my report card.
The one thing
my progress report.
You always work hard. I'll give you that. And that's a very, especially in the gym. I think taking a class, most people usually are still in the mindset of let me look around.
Yeah.
And who's like that girl's sweating so much.
That's me.
You don't care that you're sweating that much because you have goals, right? And that's what everyone should be doing. So for that, I always give you applause. You don't care how drenched in sweat you are, how crazy you look.
Do you think it's the menopause?
I think it's just your mentality as a human being. You challenge yourself, so you pick up heavy weights. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. And you're consistent. Like I feel like when you say you're going to do something, when you told me I'm going to start taking your class at 9:30 at these days, like you showed up and did it.
Yeah.
And I think that those things just speak volumes to who you are as a person. So yeah.
A+.
I appreciate you. Yeah.
A+ for me. Yeah. From Ja.
Exactly.
All right. Let my audience know how they can support you, what the endeavors that you've got going on in any way. Follow you on Instagram.
My Instagram is your favorite color. YA favorite color. Jeff Blue is the name. When it gets nice outside, if you're in New York, come take Tire Flip Tuesday. It's a great time, great community vibe. come visit Traphaus. We haven't opened yet. We're tentative January open, so stay on the lookout for that. Traphaus Fit, Traphaus HAUS. All right. Bring your friends, bring your family, everybody. We'll have some deals popping up soon, so stay on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, until they fire me, I'll be at Lifetime holding it down. Shout out to all my Lifetime family too. So yeah.
Yay. Thanks for coming, Jeff.
Thanks for having me.
Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.